What's Gucci y'all? My God, the moment it hit record, that goes off. Tuesday, September. Oh no, Monday. Monday, September 22nd. Trade rundown. Before New York opened, we had this downtrend that was already forming. And that's what I was looking at, this downtrend. We always look at structure and seeing what the current structure is, but then we also look at gold zone movement. We did just get the break off of S1, and we have the 500 here that's possibly playing as a support. But we don't do anything. We wait for 630 to hit. This is 620. Let's play out 625, 630. 630 gives us big volume to the downside. So if you're using the juice, you would see a downtrend line perp pushing through S1 gold zone. But you got to be smart, right? You got to look left. I tell you guys all the time, look left and see if there's any support or resistance that price might want to bounce off of. So to the downside, we have here level. Level is previous day low, and it also is like way over here, like a high. Price went up to it and rejected. So those areas where price is once a support or was once a resistance, that can play as support here now. So I don't enter into the downside. Some of you guys did, and that's totally fine if you did. You just got to be aware that if price doesn't want to break down from this level, then you gotta make an executive decision and possibly exit the entry or take like a small winner, small loser, whatever it is. But you cannot blindly enter into a sell-off here knowing that we got previous day low. So play it out. What happens? Price does come down. We get another wick to the bottom. So another wick to the bottom here is just telling me maybe price really doesn't want to break just yet. If price breaks down, I'll take it down to this gold zone, but I have to see a strong push down for me to believe that price wants to continue down. Next candle here. Boom. For those of you that trade with the juice strat, chopsticks, right? Chopsticks to the bottom is a strong support or like a strong rejection candlestick pattern. This was my first entry here. I got into like one contract right here, and that's it. One contract, and I was like, okay, let's see how things go. Put it right there. Then as price broke up, boom, support. So strong support pushing up into this downtrend. What do we do at this point? We wait and we see, does price reject gold zone and perp and break back down? Or does it break through this downtrend line and push above perp? Boom. At this point, big volume. I did enter into contracts a little closer to where we broke perp, but I did enter in, I don't know how many I went into profit, but I went into profit like 400 or 500 bucks or so. And from this entry, I did only take about 200. So as price shot up right to about, it's like right here, gold zone-ish area, that's where I started to move stop loss. So looking at this entry as it pushes up. And for those of you that trade using the juice strat, and even those that don't use the juice strat, you guys know, because I've said this multiple times, and my YouTube videos, I go over my indicators for free. But what happens, right? One of two things happens here at the gold zones. We either break or we bounce. In this situation, if we bounce, we're going to bounce up to this gold zone. And that's exactly what price does. Get a little support right there. Volume pushes up. Final push to the gold zone. Taps me out. That's the first 500 that I took for the day. Purely just a gold zone to gold zone movement, guys. Foundational juice strat entry, gold zone to gold zone. So now that we're here at the gold zone, I was just waiting. Is price going to reject and come down, or is it going to break and go up? Every time we're at a gold zone, that's the only question you guys have to ask yourselves. Are we going to break or are we going to bounce? At this point, we just wait and we be patient. Price pushes down and I'm like, cool, that's fine. But for me to take a sell-off, I want to see price get underneath perp. If not, the likelihood of price continue up is very high. Play that out. Boom. Big support there off of perp. Beautiful. Speaks to you. Speaks to us. That was where I got into my first entry. Once again, stop loss is always the candle that we enter in on. And I'm telling myself, like, yes, if price continues to push up and respect perp, price has got to go up. So we get a little volume there. Now I'm saying, okay, Is price going to reject, bounce down, or is it going to break through? Give it its time. Get a little bit of volume pushing through the gold zone. Boom, get more volume. That's where I started to enter in contracts. I don't know how much I went into profit that one. I think like 250 I risked on that one. And then TP, I ended up taking TP right as price got towards this level over here. So like another 500, 250. Remember, I trade off of two different accounts at the same time. I copy trade. So whatever my TP is, it's always double. So right there. And all I'm doing once again is telling myself, we broke through the gold zone. The likelihood of us traveling upwards to the next gold zone is very high. Simple stuff, guys. My juice strat is super simple. So from there, play it out. Done. We do get the full push all the way to the gold zone, but it takes all day. But you see, look at what price does relative to perp. As price is above perp, price tends to travel up. And that's all I was doing today. I took basically the same entry twice today. Got into one lot size, entered in as we broke. Got into one lot size, entered into it as we broke. Simple stuff. $1,000. That took me 40 minutes, 43 minutes. So super easy, to the point, juice strat entries, gold zone to gold zone, broke structure, price just went straight up. So I had a juice call today. It was very nice. It was from a friend that I went to high school with. It's nice. It's nice seeing that more and more people are interested in seeing how the juice strat works. So for a lot of you guys out there who have a little bit of knowledge, right? If you know support resistance, if you know structure, if you know what a pip is, if you did options trading, if you did futures, right? Like what I trade, if you did anything, buying and holding, you're usually probably at a good spot where you have enough knowledge that now all you need is direction. So the juice strat is that map. The juice strat is direction on being consistently profitable, because what you're seeing on the chart is a representation of support and resistance. The powerful thing about the juice strat is it shows you not only where to enter, but you get an idea of where to exit. And the exit, if you ask me, is more important than the entry. So once again, that was Monday, September 22nd's trade rundown. I look forward to seeing you guys live. Juice strat, baby. Head out.